Hey everyone, it's Miss Amanda. Miss Becky's here. As you can see, we moved our classroom outside again, just like we did yesterday. So, does anybody remember what we talked about yesterday whenever we did bring our classroom outside? That's right. We talked about balls and the different things that you can do with balls. So today what we're going to do is we brought out different types of balls than what we had yesterday. We're going to talk a little bit about each characteristics of the balls, what sports you can play with those balls, a little bit of like history about those sports, on like how you play the game, what is all required in the game, and then after that, we're going to talk about the similarities that each of these sports share, even though they are very different within their own sport. Because Becky's going to demonstrate, as I'm going to give you a little bit of history on each sport, a little bit of idea of what they are. And then we're going to demonstrate with each other, with the boss, you guys can do. And feel free to do this at home with your parent, your grandparent, your aunt, your uncle, whomever is helping you with this lesson. Have a little bit of fun with it. Play some catching with them. Okay. So, our first ball that we're going to talk about is the soccer ball. So a soccer ball, as you can see that Miss Becky's holding, is white with black spots. It is the shape is round. You use this ball with a team of 11 players on a field per team at one time. You play this game on a field. It has 2 goals. You kick the ball. You do not use your hands, or you headbutt the ball. The players, only some of the players that we're going to list are, there's 2 goalies, there's an offense and defense, and then there's a stopper. So the next ball that we're going to show you is the basketball. So the basketball is forged with black stripes. It is round. It is hard. You play this sport on a court. There are 2 hoops. You can bounce, dribble, or catch this ball. There's 5 players per team on the court at one time. There are some of the positions that are in this sport are a forward, a point guard, a center. So the next ball that we're going to talk about is a football. So the football, as you can see, it is brown. It is oval. You play this on a field as well with 11 players on a field at a time. And that sounds familiar because if you remember, so a little bit ago, I told you do the same thing with a soccer team. So back to football. There's 2 end zones. This is where when the players catch the ball and they run, that's where they're running for. They're running for the end zone so they can score a touchdown. There are 2 field goals on this field, and the players wear protective gear, such as helmets and shoulder pads. Some of the player positions are a quarterback, a linebacker, and a wide receiver. So the next ball we're going to talk about is the softball. So typically, a softball is white, hard, and it's always larger than a baseball. But we don't have a white ball, so we substituted with a green ball. You play this game on a field as well. It looks, part of the field is grass and part of it is dirt. So it's just like a baseball field if you're familiar with that. There are 3 bases that you run to after you hit the ball, and then there's also home plate. Some of the players, the positions on a softball team is the pitcher, the catcher, and the outfielder. There are 9 players on a field at a time per team. So just like I said earlier, we're going to talk about the characteristics that each of these sports share. Even though they are very, very different, there are some things that they share that are the same. So some of those things are, they all have players. They all keep score. They all wear uniforms. They all have offense and defense teams, and they all use a ball. Now, we're going to show you how to use these balls. We're going to demonstrate to you. We talked about different things you can do with them, so now we're going to show you how to use. So we're going to start with the basketball. So you can dribble the basketball, you can use your hand, or you can also shoot like you're going to shoot a hoop. So I'm going to shoot the ball just like I'm going to shoot a hoop.
That was so fun. Ready, Tina?
Ready.
Have fun with it.
Perfect. So now we're going to demonstrate the softball. So in baseball, you're probably used to throwing it overhand like this. In softball, you don't do that. In softball, you throw underhand. So you can like wind it up and throw underhand. So I'm going to throw it underhand in a second. Nice job. Perfect. Now let us see you throw your softball. Make sure you do it underhand. Nice job, guys. So our next one is our football. So our football, you see these laces is where you're going to put your fingers so you can throw your ball. You're going to throw it over like this. So I'm going to throw it to Miss Becky and I'm going to show you how to do it. Perfect. So our last ball we're going to show you is our soccer ball. And remember we talked about that with soccer balls, you don't ever use your hand whenever you're playing in the game. Unless you have to be, unless you're out, and you have to like throw it back in. That's the only time. Other than that, it's your feet or it's your head. So I'm not going to demonstrate using my head. We're going to demonstrate kicking it. Side of your foot. So that's our little sports lesson on ball. So we are just following up with a little bit more as we did yesterday, just so you have a little bit more knowledge, a little bit of background on the different types of sports. So before we leave, we just want to let you know to go on YouTube, and then you're going to look up the video. It's called Hokey Pokey Body. So it's to get you up and get you moving, doing a little bit of gross motor, different movements. And then to bring everything down, and to calm down a little bit, have some quiet time afterwards, we want you to listen to the video also on YouTube of Clifford's Family by Norman Rickwell. So this is going to follow up with yesterday, how we talked about family yesterday, and our families, your families, and how everybody's family is completely different. So this is just going to be a follow-up from yesterday. It's going to be a nice story to bring everything down today from all the fun activities and all the gross movement that we've been doing. So that's all we have for this lesson, friends. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good